This is one of the biggest debates we are facing today. Should Britain send troops to Ukraine to force through a peace deal? Or should we keep every soldier here defending the UK? Especially when we've got the majority of people saying we can't even protect our own borders. It's a question that cuts straight to the heart of strategy, politics and cost. And it's not just about numbers, it's also about purpose, morale and the long-term direction of the British Armed Forces. So let's break this down. First off, why are people even asking this? On one hand, we've got Ukraine fighting tooth and nail with Russia. NATO countries such as the UK have been sending weapons, training, intelligence and funding. But the debate is growing. Is that enough? Should boots be on the ground? On the other hand, here at home, there's tension. We've got small boats crossings in the channel, questions about border security and a feeling among the public that Britain's house isn't in order. So when the government even hints at the idea of troops going east, people say, hold on, why send lads and lasses to Ukraine when we can't even protect our own border? Now let's flip this. Ask most soldiers why they joined up. And that answer's pretty simple. They want to deploy. No one joins the British Army, the Royal Navy or the Royal Air Force to just sit in camp, drink brews and polish their boots. We all joined for action, we all joined for purpose and we all joined to make a difference. For many, deploying to Ukraine would give them that. The chance to be part of history, to stand shoulder to shoulder with our allies, stop the aggression before it spreads further into Europe. That morale, that sense of purpose is priceless. But is it worth the cost? Let's put some numbers and realities on the table. Deploying troops isn't cheap at all. First of all, the personnel costs, salaries, your allowances, insurance. Then you got your food and your rations. We're not just talking 3 square meals a day. Your 10-man ration packs, your 24-hour ration packs, resupply chains, your refrigerated foods, your storage, your logistics. Then we're moving on to vehicles, whether we're talking armoured, tanks, full-on tanks. You've got your Land Rovers, possibly Jackals, Boxers. Every mile means wear and tear. We're talking fuel, maintenance, and most probably eventually replacements. But fuel is a massive one. Fuel is king. Without fuel, troops can't move forward and we can't resupply. Then we're talking equipment, down from the boots, the socks, trousers, clothing, then you got your body armour, Bergens, and then night visions and more expensive serialised kit, laser rangefinders and more. Every deployment burns through kit faster than training does. Then what if it goes hot? You've got ammunition. We're talking live rounds. You're talking grenades, more rockets, more missiles, more artillery shells. On a scale like Ukraine, resupply becomes a constant demand. Then it's not just the headline costs, you've got the hidden costs. We're talking moving troops in and out, flying your kit in and out, your medical facilities, pensions further down the line, injury claims. For perspective, Afghanistan, that cost us billions of pounds per year. A Ukraine mission could match that or even exceed that. And speaking of costs, thinking about a ration pack and how much that sets the army back, you'll realise why we made our own fuel Combat Ready HQ coffee. You've got our In the Shadows coffee and our other blends. It's cheaper, it's stronger, and it doesn't need a logistics convoy to brew it. Throw in one of our t-shirts and you're set for camp or Civvy Street. The link is down below if you want to fuel up like we do. Let's not forget the big picture. If Britain doesn't act now and Russia pushes further into Ukraine, where does it stop? Eastern Europe? The Baltics? If NATO countries are drawn in later, the cost, both financial and in blood, could be much higher. Deploying troops now as part of NATO, peace deal or enforcement mission could act as a deterrent. It could show that the West isn't just sending equipment. We are committed. It's the idea of fighting them over there, so we don't have to fight them closer to home. But here's the flip side. Every soldier deployed to Ukraine is a soldier not guarding the UK. And right now, UK border security is one of the biggest concerns. Small boat crossings make the headlines every day. Some ask, why protect Ukraine when we can't even protect the UK? There's also the risk of escalation. The moment British troops touch down on Ukrainian soil, Russia won't see it as peacekeeping. They'll see it as direct involvement. Suddenly, we're not supplying Ukraine, we're fighting Russia. That is a dangerous escalation that could spiral out of control. Then you've got the simple geography. Britain is an island. Our first responsibility is to defend our shores. If we can't guarantee that, should we be sending troops abroad? Let's talk about the troops themselves again. Yes, they want to deploy, but deployments don't always mean purpose. Think of Northern Ireland, Iraq, Afghanistan. The lads and lasses who came back have now got mixed feelings. Some felt proud, others felt it wasn't worth the cost. So while morale might spike at first, the long grind of deployments, we're talking 6 to possibly 9 months, away from families, away from friends, with rising casualties, could sour opinion quickly. Politically, the government would be gambling. Supporting Ukraine with weapons is popular. Sending our sons, our daughters, brothers and sisters into harm's way, that's another level entirely. Is there a compromise? Possibly. The UK could step up its training missions. We're already hosting Ukrainian soldiers in Britain for specialist training. Expanding that will keep our troops busy, gives them purpose, but avoids the full cost and the risk of combat deployments. We could also focus on bolstering NATO borders. Poland, Romania, Baltics. That still sends a strong message to Russia without plunging directly into Ukraine. So, should we send troops to Ukraine? On one hand, it gives soldiers a sense of purpose, deters aggression, and could speed up peace talks. On the other hand, it's eye-wateringly expensive, leaves Britain vulnerable at home, and risks a direct conflict with Russia. Maybe the real question is, do we feel defending Ukraine is defending Britain? If the answer is yes, then troops go east. If the answer is no, then they stay at home. At the end of the day, this isn't just about strategy. It's about money, it's about morale, and it's about national identity. Because once British soldiers step into Ukraine, there's no going back. So what do you think? Should British troops deploy to Ukraine to force through a peace deal? Or should they stay at home and guard our borders first? Please drop your thoughts below and let the debate begin. And if you want to back our channel while you're here, grab yourself a bag of In the Shadows coffee. It's bold, it's smooth, and it'll keep you sharper than a 3 AM stag on exercise. We've also got our Combat Ready HQ t-shirts that are built tough, tested in training, and are always stamped by our ethos, never be beaten. Check the links below, fuel up and join the movement.